Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we won't be talking about football, but instead we'll be talking about how my addiction to Pokemon started. Okay, so first of all, it started off from the Pokemon anime. Like it was always a popular start for a lot of Pokemon lovers and fan bases. And second of all, there's something called Pokemon Tretta, as you can see here. Alright, so I just pulled out a piece of paper here. So this was how Pokemon Trailer used to look back in the days, you know. So it looks like regular Gaole, but the machine was a lot smaller. It sort of looked like a shape of a Pokeball with a screen inside, and there's a dial. I'll explain later. And of course, you can't forget Pokemon Gaole without mashing buttons. So yeah, that was how my liking for Pokemon increased. It's because of these little games that were really fun back in the days. Alright, so how it works was that you get to choose an area. So it could be from area 1 to 6, I think. Then you could use this little thingy to control what areas you want to see. Sorry. And on some areas you could see shadows of a Pokemon. Let's say you chose area 1, 2, and 3, but then you saw, like, let's say a shadow of, like, let's say Ditto, and then a shadow of Magikarp. So when you select these areas, you're guaranteed to encounter these two, Ditto and Magikarp. And for the one that doesn't have a shadow, it's a mystery, which adds on to the suspense. So after that, when you confirm area 1, 2, and 3, they will give you like a little warning. Like, I can still remember quite vividly. It comes in like a triangle, and then it will say like it's a super powerful Pokemon. And because you know that Ditto and Magikarp aren't that rare, right? So when you see super powerful Pokemon, you definitely know it's gonna be like a legendary or some sort. Then maybe it's most likely from area 1. And maybe you can encounter legendaries like Zekrom based on the version. Zekrom, yeah. It could be any legendaries of some sort or very powerful non-legendaries. I can't remember much, but later I'll show you in this box here. Alright, so how do we actually play this game? It was really entertaining. So of course we had to have our hands on it. And I learned it the hard way. Because let's say these three little boxes is where you put your Tretta chips, inside these three little spaces. And then this little ring. It's called a mega ring, but it was a really easy way to hack on it. I'll explain that later. So let's say you have three Pokemon here. Ditto and Magikarp are confirmed, and on area 1, there's this powerful Pokemon, and let's say it's a Mewtwo. Yeah. So the Pokemon will appear here, the Mewtwo, Ditto, and Magikarp, and you can use your own Pokemon like how you use in Gaole and fight it. If not, you could press the buttons at the side for a rental. And yeah, speaking of this Mega Ring, right? There was actually a item released like specifically for this little attachment, and it's called a mega ring. Basically it's a little plastic toy with noises in it that releases some, I don't know, some sound or something. Then it was scanned, and then if you use mega Pokemon, like let's say you use this mega Argon, right? So you scan that, and then the Argon can mega evolve, but only the OGs know that you can just rub it like really fast, and then it will work. So that's a little trick you learn. And now you actually get to face it. And they'll put the weakness there at the top left, top right. And then progressively, it's like Gaole. You play. The thing is that you don't mash to attack. It's like turn based. So he attacks, opponent attacks. He attacks, opponent attacks, unless someone counters in a terms of like defense and stuff. So yeah. Now to the catching phase. Alright. Now we are at the catching phase. So now let's say you like defeated them all, or maybe the time ran out, I guess, if I can remember correctly. So you get to choose, you get to catch them, like of course Pokemon, right? So something like Gaole, you get to push this button, and then wherever the thing stops at the ball, right, whatever ball you use, of course. So I forgot to say this, but when you're attacking, right, sometimes when you make like really powerful moves, like let's say your opponent is Magikarp, so it's weak to electric, right, and you use an electric type move, and then maybe as you attack, right, maybe at the bottom right, like let's say a great ball forms, for example, then during the catch phase, one of the Pokeballs will turn into Great Balls. Yeah, it's a really fun gimmick that causes a lot of people to, like, use a really strong Pokemon to get as many better balls other than a Pokeball. And of course, there's a little pinch of and like suspense in it, because sometimes, like rare occurrences, you push it just nice in between the, let's say, a Pokeball here, and a Great Ball here, and then the banner lands in the middle, and you get to mash the Pokeball button to make it go to the Great Ball. Yeah, so that was how fun it was last time. And mind you, that was $2 SGD lah, 2 gold coin dollars. And what you get is guaranteed one of them. Let's say Mewtwo escape, Magikarp escape, you get the Ditto. Yes, you get the Ditto. Unlike Gaole, all two can escape. So that's why I said Pokemon Tretta, the older ones, were a lot better. And yeah, this was a little brief overview. And of course, after the catching, there's more. So there's something called a trade, where a random NPCs will come and ask you for a trade lah. So I won't go into much detail, but their trades are more often than not kind of bad. So you can choose to trade but then decline in the end, or you can just decline straightforward. You can just straightforwardly decline them, and then you get your free Ditto. Yeah, so that's why I thought Pokemon Tretta was so freaking addicting. We had mountains, yeah, mind you, we had mountains. And yeah, this was across a lot of different versions. And maybe if you guys are interested in this, I'll go into more detail in that. But yeah, that was a whole overview of how my addiction for Pokemon started. Just off with a simple anime, followed by this really addicting machine game, and then now Pokemon cards, of course, because I get to spend actual big bucks to get these cards. And I don't know what the future holds. Maybe I get more interested in Pokemon where I actually buy full booster boxes. So maybe if you guys want that, sure, but I gotta save up some cash as well lah. So alright guys, so yeah, that was it. That was how my addiction started for Pokemon, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Some of the OG viewers here, I hope you feel a sense of nostalgia, and I really want to bring this game back. So what do you guys think? So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.